My name is Jackson Howard. I am a applied exercise science major here at Oklahoma State University, and I am currently a sophomore. For assignment 3, I went with the article Sociocultural Differences in Australian Primary School Children's Weight and Weight-Related Behaviors, published by Journal of Pediatrics and Child Health in the year of 2013. The overall topic of this article was to discuss the weight of children in primary schools, such as Asian, Middle Eastern, English children, female, male, and whether to see whether their physical activity, cultural, dietary practices, what was really causing the obesity and overweight in children in primary schools. They just wanted to see whether or not cultural practices were what was causing the obese and overweight children, or whether it was just physical activity or etc. They used quantitative data, and they used basically every children in the primary school to form this data, and that was how the participants were kindergarten through 6th grade, where the kindergartner through 4th grade would go home with a questionnaire for their parents, and this would be their weight, age, height, BMI, body fat, questions like that, and their how much physical activity they get outside of school to come, and their most spoken language at school, to see their ethnic background, to see whether their cultural practices were, what was the weight, what was different for each culture, and that was how they sent home with the kids. The location that this took place in was Australian primary schools. It was mostly done there throughout the whole article, and the data was gathered through the questionnaires for the kindergartners through 4th grade. Other than 5th and 6th were allowed to take home the questionnaires, but they would do them themselves. The data was analyzed using SPSS complex sample and also 2 tables, which are down here, showing the characteristics of each, all the students, English speaking, Middle Eastern, and Asian. It showed age, sex, cultural, and then here's the second one. It was showing BMI, physical activity, screen time, dietary patterns and habits, and just everything that that child did while he was at home. The primary or most important result from the data that was analyzed was this, which within ethnic groups, the odds were higher among low SES compared with high SES to be inactive, unfit, and have poor dietary habits. Weight-related behaviors among each ethnic group also differed by gender, compared with low SES children from English-speaking backgrounds. Ethnic boys were 2 times as likely to be overweight/obese, and the odds were significantly higher among ethnic children to be inactive, unfit, and have poor dietary patterns. And some of the most important findings, and what made this article strong or weak, was that they, first off, they found that there's more obesity within Middle Eastern and Asian ethnic backgrounds, and what I thought was strong is that they didn't only take English speaking, but they took Middle Eastern and Asian. But that's also kind of a weakness, because I feel like they could have had a lot more different cultural backgrounds in this article, which would have helped them have even more data and just see what was really playing in effect here. I think this would be a great thing for PE teachers to do in grade schools. On the first day of school, just give their students a questionnaire that they can go home, take it to their parents, fill it out, their weight, BMI, body fat, and all this, and this will help the PE teacher specifically dial on one student and help him and get what he needs, and really target what will help him and / her get their health in effect here. And I also think if we did this at an early stage, it would help through their life, because they'd be cutting out their habits beginning of their childhood, and those habits wouldn't form into anything larger. I myself will use this, what I've read, because being a applied exercise science major, I would be a cardiac/stroke rehabilitation worker, and I would love to hear from my clients whether ethnic background is playing an effect to their weight or weight gain, what I can do to help, what they can eat, what they can't eat, and this will just really factor into their overall performance and health benefits. I think this helps the class as well because we're not only learning about nutrition, but we're learning about cultural nutrition, and this really shows that Middle Eastern and Asian something that they're eating every day or their cultural backgrounds is causing them to be more obese and overweight. I also think this can help the world because it can really show those cultures what they're doing wrong and what they can do to help their own population and help produce more healthier children so they can go live a longer, happier, healthier life. And that was my assignment 3 video. Thank you for watching.